Are you guys looking a lot like what was just shown? Because if you are, then you are in the right place. I'm talking about the stiff neck, the tight lower back, and the rounded posture. Today is part 2 of the series where we will be going through the basic upper body stretches that you can do to loosen your muscles, relieve some pain, and improve your flexibility and your posture. So with that, let's get into the summary. Today we'll be covering the chest, the back, the shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, forearms, and the lower back. As usual, for each of these stretches, I want you to stretch for as long as you can, right around 2 minutes. And try not to stretch for short periods of time like 10 seconds. Alright, we got lots to cover today, so let's begin.
Starting off with the chest, probably the most worked muscle in most home workouts. Tightness here will cause forward rounding of the shoulders, leading to a bad posture. Before we learn the stretches, we need to know that the chest muscle is made up of 2 muscles, the pec major and the pec minor. The pec major, as suggested in its name, is the larger one, starting from the center of the chest and going out to the side, inserting into our upper arm. To stretch any muscle, all we have to do is to lengthen the distance between both ends of the muscle. So to stretch the pec major, you want to go up against the corner of a wall, a door frame, or anything sturdy. Put one arm up like you're surrendering and push against the wall. As you push, you should feel the stretch in your chest. To take it up a level, turn your body and head away. Just take note, do not allow your shoulder to come forward like this, as this is going to cause or precipitate any shoulder issues. Now the pec minor may be minor, but it can cause you major problems if you don't stretch it. Compared to the pec major, which starts at the center of your body, the pec minor starts from the ribs, goes upwards and attaches to your shoulder blade. To stretch it, you just have to adjust your arm position from the previous stretch by sliding your arm up. If you are tight for time, I suggest prioritizing this stretch, as it will stretch the pec major to some extent as well. Next, we got the back muscles. I've got 3 stretches to show you because the back muscles run in different directions. Starting off the first stretch, we will stretch the inner back muscles. The simplest way to do this is from a seated position. Cross your arm to the opposite side of your body and anchor your arm to your thigh. You want to aim to anchor as high up your arm as possible, which is about just above the elbow for me. Then you want to lean forward and open out the leg which has the arm anchored to it. What this will do is to pull the back muscle and stretch it. The key here is to allow the shoulder to be pulled along with the leg. The next stretch will stretch the lats. You're going to need this more if you do a lot of pull-ups. To stretch this, your arm just has to be up and overhead, with a force to pull the arm. This means that the stretch can be done on any surface, like a table, a cabinet, and the floor. You can stretch the lats one side at a time by leaning towards that side, or both at a time by leaning your body forward. The key tip for these stretches is not to just push against the surface, but to allow your arms to be pulled away from your body. The last stretch for the back is for the upper trapezius, or what we normally call the shoulders. Before you can do this stretch, you must know how to depress your shoulder. If this is elevating your shoulder, then this is depressing it. Try this out yourself. Now get your arm behind you like this, tilt your head away, and then depress your shoulder. You will feel not only a nice stretch in the traps, but in the neck as well. Moving on to the actual shoulders, or the deltoids. The deltoids has 3 portions or heads, so the stretches will be different. To stretch the front delt, put your hands behind you like this, and slide it up as far as you can. You should already feel some level of stretch. Now stick your chest out, and you will feel a really strong stretch in the front of your shoulders. The next stretch will target the middle delts and the rear delts. You might have done this before during any school PE lesson warm-up. Yet a lot of people tell me that they don't feel the middle delt. The key here is the subtle pulling of the arm, like so. If you just press in your arm, you're not going to be able to feel it much. And no, you don't want to allow your shoulder to be pulled too much, because that's going to stretch the back like we learned earlier. Just pull in to your body and a little bit to the opposite side. Moving on to the biceps. Once again, find a corner of something that is sturdy. Make an L shape with your hand like this, put it up against the corner, extend your arm and turn away. The L shape is really important here. To feel the stretch, the L should point away and your arm should be fully extended. Avoid turning your body too much or you will end up feeling more of the front shoulder than the bicep. Play around with the angles to see which position suits you the best. For the triceps, with your arm overhead, bend it and use the other arm to pull the elbow backwards. If you got massive triceps like me, okay, I'm just kidding. If you got tight triceps like me, this would do the trick. But if you need to take it up a notch, you can get on the ground with the arm in the same position, but this time using the ground to push in your forearm. Next, we will be stretching the forearms. I'll be showing stretches for both the flexors and the extensors. Get on the ground in a tabletop position. To stretch the flexors, lean forward, feeling the stretch right around here. Alternatively, you can just turn your palms out and lean back. To stretch the extensors, just flip your hand over and then lean back and you'll feel the stretch. Finally, we have the lower back, and to stretch it, all you have to do is from a seated position, lean forward. That's it. Personally, I feel it works much better when you stretch one side at a time. So you want to lean to one side and tilt your shoulder away from the hip. But ultimately, if you're experiencing pain in your lower back, chances are it's not limited to lower back tightness. Tight hip flexors, like your psoas, and tight glutes can contribute greatly to lower back pain.
Alright guys, if you want to see those stretches and more lower body stretches, you can click on the card that I've linked above or at the end of the video. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video and I hope you benefited from it. It would mean so much to me if you could help click that like button, and if you want to see more content like this, then hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. With that, I'll see you guys in the next video.